What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So this is a new format I'm doing. It's a PowerPoint. I didn't know how else to make this, but it's been now more than 4 days or like 3 days, whatever, since Mexico lost to England 3-2, and I just want to make this little quick video about the historic run Mexico had in the 2026 World Cup. So before we begin, we gotta understand where Mexican football was before the first match started. We were carrying heavy losses. We went out in the group stage in the Qatar World Cup. Then we lost in the Copa America 2024 in the group stage. And then everything changed. Of course, no one believed in his team. No one, literally no one. But when Javier Aguirre came in, everything changed. We played a lot of friendlies, built up squad depth, some chemistry between the players. Even though there was a lot of freaking hate on the Mexican national team, but it's hate well deserved because we deserve more than this. Let's be honest. When Javier Aguirre took over, man, after the disastrous 2024 Gold Cup exit group stage, everything changed, man. We literally went 2026 undefeated, bro. We never lost a single game. We went up against Belgium, Portugal, even though we draw against them, but we didn't lose. We're coming out really good. He built a cold, disciplined tactical system that flipped the entire narrative upside down. We came into the 2026 World Cup undefeated, bro. But people still freaking didn't believe. No one believed us. And rightfully so. I didn't believe in the team at all. I thought, yeah, we might have gotten out the freaking group stage, but we're probably gonna go out round 32 or something. So let's start in the beginning. In the 2026 World Cup opening, we're the first ones to start the World Cup. It was Mexico versus South Africa. There's a lot of people saying that Mexico is not gonna win. They're gonna probably draw. Match 1 was all about survival and making a statement. Facing South Africa under intense weight of being the host nation, we executed this win perfectly. Well, let me explain. This 2-0 win gave us the perfect start in Group A. More importantly, it showed right away that Aguirre's defensive structure wasn't just talk, it was a brick wall from the very first whistle. The defensive backline, in fact, established an immediate physical and tactical presence. It set the tone for the aggressive, clean sheet tournament run. Then following that, we went up against South Korea. The South Korea match was a massive tactical chess match. Both teams played incredible high defensive lines. Korea tried a bait plan, passing the ball backwards over 100 times in their own half just to lure midfield forward and exploit the space behind them. But Aguirre's side stayed disciplined. We squeezed the space, and when Korea's keeper collided with his own defender on a failed clearance, Luis Romo was completely alive to the situation and stabbed it home. This was not really a pretty match, but it was really tactical and defensive. So if you're a football fan, you will probably think that this is one of the best, not really the best matches, but this is an intense, good match. Because a lot of people are saying this match is like the most boring, it was so overrated, like it was so good, Mexico got lucky, but it was a tactical affair. There was active high defensive line from both teams, literally. Mexico left out of possession to aggressively match South Korea's front five. South Korea attempted to bait the midfield, completing more than 289 passes inside their own half. And Luis Romo reacted to the error they did, which is insane, and freaking scored the only goal in this match. To add more to the South Korea match, Raúl Angel's double save was so important in a match. When your defense is dominating, the biggest danger for a goalkeeper is losing focus. Angel really didn't face a single shot on target until the 87th minute. But when Korea finally broke through with a point-blank header from Goe Sung Cho, sorry for butchering that, Angel pulled off a mind-blowing double save. He pulled off a freaking Ochoa. He stopped the header, sat up instantly, and blocked the second attempt. That single sequence made Mexico the first team in the entire world to punch their ticket to the knockouts, which was in itself historic because this never happened in Mexico's over like 100-year history in football. Freaking the World Cup is about to be 100 years old, and this never happened to Mexico. We were literally, if I'm correct, we played the first match in the World Cup history against France, and we got destroyed. We've been there since the beginning, man. We've been there since the beginning, and this never happened. So this is a historic moment. As you can see right here, the Mexican defense was dominant until the 87th minute, when Gu Song-sho made a point-blank header. And Rangel, man, I don't know, man. He turned into a freaking Primo Choi in 2014 and got a reflex save and made us win the match 1-0 without conceding a single goal. And that made us the first nation to qualify for the knockouts. So, insane, man. Just insane. To close out the group, the 3 went to Estadio Azteca and absolutely dismantled Czechia 3-0, earning 9 points and having 3 wins undefeated and conceding 0 goals. Never in their history has Mexico ever put together a group stage this perfect. The clean sheets completely transferred the energy of the country. The confidence was buzzing everywhere, and the world was officially forced to take notice. Like, everyone was counting us out. Zlatan, like everyone, bro, okay? That's just one example. Finished the group A, perfect 9 points. We're the first nation to do that in the World Cup, which is not really that freaking historic, but it's still historic for our standards. And we got another clean sheet, 3-0 against Czechia, with golazos, by the way. And we shared the team's historical ceiling by achieving a flawless World Cup group stage run. Hopefully we're going to do this in the 2030 World Cup, man. And this united all the Mexicans nationwide to have a belief, because Mexico, bro, all the Mexicans that watch soccer, bro, football, sorry, it's not soccer, it's football. Everyone, they never believed in selección, man. Like, it's been, bro, I remember the 2014 World Cup since I was a little kid, and I never ever seen Mexico ever win a group stage in the World Cup and be top of the leaders. I was in the 2010 World Cup, but I don't really remember that much. The most I remember is the 2014 Brazil World Cup, where Memo Ochoa freaking did, bro, Memo Ochoa's the goal, man. But Mexico has never been a group stage leader, and this, including myself, made Mexico believe again that this streak could, like, potentially make it far, and that the knockout curse could finally be broken. By keeping his 3 clean sheets, Mexico rubbed shoulders with the greatest team to ever play the game. Only 5 other nations in the World Cup history has ever done what Aguirre's defense just did. Stats master Mr. Chip pointed out that every single team to ever achieve this went to at least the quarterfinals. But as you right now, that never happened. I mean, technically, if this World Cup was a little bit more shorter, because FIFA changed the rules and expanded the tournaments, technically we did break the 5th game. Yeah, I don't know. Well, not really. But, well, that's actually wrong, because we didn't make it to the quarterfinals. We made it to a round of 16. But point is, we did a historic run, and we broke into the top 10 nations in FIFA rankings. Placed Mexico in incredible elite historic clubs. We joined Netherlands in 1974, Brazil in 1986, Italy in 1980, Argentina in 1988, and Uruguay 2018. Insane. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 nations have done that, and including ourselves. So we should be proud of that, even that, man. Like, yeah, we lost, but that's something to be proud of. In the round of 32, we got selected to play against Ecuador. Ecuador tried to lock us down with a brutal man-to-man press, leaving their back 4 in isolated 1v1 matchups. But Aguirre was ready for it, man. He used tactical rotations between Mora and Bejo Alvarado down the right side to completely mess up their markers. It forced Ecuador's 100 million midfield to hesitate, open up massive spaces in behind, and allowed Mexico to blitz them for 2 goals before they could even settle. So, to repeat myself, Ecuador, in this match, they implemented this aggressive man-to-man press across the pitch from restarts. Okay, as you can see in the game, I can't put the game because I don't want to get copyright. But if you go rewatch the match, you saw how aggressive it was. And Aguirre's defense to this was to use fluid tactical rotations down the right side to disrupt Ecuador's defensive marker. And if you saw the match, you saw that Mora absolutely demolished Caicedo, like a little 17-year-old freaking kid from that plays in Tijuana in Liga MX, destroyed 100 million Champions League. Well, not really, he's not Champions League, but 100 million Chelsea midfielder, bro. Because I don't think Caicedo was in the Champions League squad when Chelsea won it. Yeah, he wasn't. The point is, that little kid, man, Mora's just insane, man. insane. And Piojo, oh my god, Piojo was insane too. And this forced Ecuador midfield, right, or Caicedo was, to be hesitant in decision making. Because Ecuador's hesitant in decision making, Mexico punished them by aggressively pressing them early, and by halftime, we're with a 2-0 lead. And you could tell everyone, bro, except the Ecuadorians, because they still crying that Mexico robbed them, we robbed them or something, and the cartel was threatening them or something, which is hilarious, bro. They're freaking sore losers. Anyone with a good football knowledge brain that actually watches football will tell you that the first 38 minutes where Mexico was winning 2-0 was one of the greatest World Cup performances. Like, I'm dead serious. I'm not even saying this as a Mexican. And even as a Mexican, I never seen my nation do that before, bro. Like, this is new too. Like, this is new to me too. That was just insane, bro. I was feeling I was watching Barcelona or something. Like a top freaking club. It was insane. Oh my god, that was insane. And we freaking made the Ecuadorian press crash out, bro. If you have to point out to one single player who completely carried the offensive identity, or like the identity in general, I would say it was Julian Quiñones. He was an absolute nightmare for opposing defenders. In the run of 32 against Ecuador, when they tried to lock us down with the aggressive man-to-man press, he was completely bullied their back line for his goal. He literally shielded the ball on the touchline under heavy physical pressure, exploding into space. Piojo passed it to him, right? And he was all alone. People thought it was freaking offside, but it was not offside. You can't be offside if everyone's on the opposing team is on your half. So, like, learn the rules, buddy. But to be honest, I didn't even know that rule. So, I guess I understand for people saying it's offside, I guess. But then he freaking finished the first goal with a freaking rocket. For the second goal, he sets up Raul Jimenez. And even in the heartbreaking England game, when we went down 2-0 early, it was Quiñones who freaking made us believe again. He answered the call in the 42nd minute, scoring a beautiful goal right before halftime, giving us freaking something to dream about, giving us belief that we might come back or tie the game. Because these English players, bro, they're just out of this planet, man. Literally. He proved that he belongs in the absolute highest level of world football. He acted as Mexico's primary creative and physical engine throughout the tournament. He directly dismantled Ecuador's man-to-man press in round 32 with a goal and an assist. He scored a brilliant high-pressure 42nd minute against England to restore life at the Azteca. And he finished the tournament as El Tri's most dangerous attacking threat on the world stage. And to top it off, this is his first World Cup, by the way. And his first World Cup, he's 28, 29, so I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about the second World Cup. But in his first World Cup with Mexico, he has 4 goals and 1 assist, which literally equals Mateo Hernandez, one of the Mexican legends, one of the best World Cup Mexican legends. And Chicharito in just 1 World Cup. You know how insane that is, bro? This dude, bro, he deserves to be like in a freaking top team. Like, literally, Quiñones, man. Bro, I'm gonna buy a jersey, bro. He's so freaking goated. Like, I knew he was good because he freaking, like, I know a lot of people don't like the Saudi League and don't really think that high of the Saudi League, but he freaking finished as top scorer. He finished top scorer over CR7. CR7. No, yeah, it's a small freaking league, I guess, but it's brand new. It's being developed. There's a lot of high European talent there, and Ronaldo there. So to freaking beat CR7, one of the best strikers in the world of all time in history, is a freaking another feat in itself. This guy, he needs to go to a top European team or something. Since we were talking about the MVPs of the tournament and Mexico's team, I want to talk about honorable mentions as well. Give a shout out. I want to give shouts to another top players in the team, because Quiñones was not the only good player there. It was a lot of players, but this personally are the players I think helped Mexico do this historic run. So I'm going to talk about Eric Lira and Raul Angel. Right, they're 26 years old. They're not young, and they're not old either. I feel like they're like in the prime. They're in their prime, right? Because they were playing like seasoned pros. They were defending every freaking. Oh my god! If you see the matches, bro, Lira was insane, and Angel just kept the clean sheets. He was keeping the porteria clean. But oh my god, Lira went crazy. Lira was his absolute workhorse in midfield. He completely sacrificed individual stats to the degree. Invisible running that broke up counters. Behind him, Angel showed insane composure in goal. When your defense is that good, you can easily lose focus, but Angel stood tall when it mattered most, putting off the unbelievable 87 double save against South Korea. And then you can balance that prime backbone with a genuine teenage sensation. This is Lamine Yamal. Hell, this is Gilberto Mora. I'm sorry for that. The 17-year-old Gilberto Mora has made history as the youngest Mexican, or like the second youngest player in like after Pelé in a World Cup to start in the World Cup knockout stages. He's the second player after Pelé, not just in Mexico, in the world to start in a knockout match after Pelé, bro. You know how insane that is? And instead of looking rattled into the bright lights, instead of being scared or nervous, he played like a pro, like he's been doing this for ages. He could play with complete confidence. He was drifting between lines and committing beautifully on the right wing. And this is exactly why European scouts are already knocking on the door for Lira Mora. And if I'm correct, Mora already got like Liverpool. I think there's a lot of rumors of Liverpool, Manchester United. I think Manchester United freaking like, they backed out or something. I don't know, but they was there. Real Madrid, Barcelona. Like this dude is going. Following this year, bro, when he turns 18, he's going to a top European team, 100%. 100%. Also, I wish Piojo was looked at too, because he was freaking amazing too. Like, he was going freaking assist for assist to freaking the top European talents. Insane. I think he's like the 4th best assister right now. Like, I think he's top 4 best player with the most assists in the World Cup. Even now. Oh, maybe he boomed up to 5. I forgot. But these players are insane. Now I want to talk about the heavy hitting veterans and intense rally of knockout football. First, I want to talk about Raul Jimenez, which proved why experience matters on the stage. This guy was a symbol of resilience. He was using his body to hold up the ball against physical defenders, and when the pressure was at its absolute highest in the 69th minute, he coolly stood up and buried his penalty to give us life. Next to him, defensively, was Johan Vazquez, who brought that calm, positionally perfect Serie A education to help steady his ship when things got chaotic. But anyways, let's go back to the honorable mentions. Raul Jimenez, he was the emotional face of the front line. He used his world-class hold-up plays against towering center backs and coolly converted a 69-minute penalty, which, by the way, people are saying that's not a penalty, which literally is. It literally is a penalty 100% every day. Then Johan Vazquez, man, this guy, he has to go to he has to go to a top European team, 100%. It's been like 4 days and I still haven't seen any transfers or nothing, or rumors or whatever. I don't know why. This guy needs to go to a top team. I get that he's freaking making history in Genoa, but he has to go, man. He's so good. He's a defensive anchor, bro. He uses elite Serie A experience with Genoa to keep the backline structured under heavy pressure. You know, Slobodan Hale suffered a rush of blood, I guess, in the 60th minute, which he tripped Anthony Gordon and conceded the England decisive penalty, which made us lose. He was still pretty good most of the tournament. And Alvarez, he faced intense criticism for failing to stabilize a collapsed defensive structure during the second half defeat. I feel like if Cesar Monte was there, this would not happen, man. You still gotta give praise to Alvarez, bro. He was playing pretty good all up to the England match, man. I'm not gonna lie. So now this brings us to the historic drama against England at the Estadio Azteca. England came into this game averaging 63% of the possession in the tournament, but Mexico completely suffocated them early on. Generally, bro, we held England in their own half, and we forced Thomas Tuchel's side to completely scramble for the first 20 minutes. Like, even if you're an England fan, you gotta agree on that. We gave them a run for their money. So, we faced England at a heavy Estadio Azteca, and we completely took the game early on. They were matching a state, but had an average of 63% of possession against team like Croatia with Modric and everything. And we relentlessly counter-pressed them so bad, but I guess it didn't work, man, because they got freaking, their defense was insane. But we flipped the script though, and we made England only have 37% of possession and barely any shots. I think they only made like 4 shots, and we made like 20 shots. We literally pinned the European giants inside their own half, bro. Literally. And I want to talk about freaking, oh my god, bro. I want to talk about freaking Pickford, bro. This dude saved 2 of our goals. Bro, oh my god. He decided to turn into prime Buffon or something, man. He may as well have a brace. At least a brace. If Pickford didn't decide to freaking turn into prime Buffon. Like, what he... Bro, it gotta be that freaking... that, oh, I forgot what it was. But it's insane, bro. This freaking masterclass from Pickford, bro. That dude needs to have a statue in England, 100%. I want to talk about the mistakes that cost us the game. So England used a hydration break to cool our momentum. Okay, till this day, even when the freaking World Cup started, this is the dumbest freaking thing that FIFA ever made, man. The dumbest thing ever. I genuinely don't know why they made this, man. And I think I do know now. Never mind. It's because they want more ads. They want more money. That's what it is. The dumbest thing they ever implemented, man. Genuinely. But England used this hydration break as the freaking cheat code, man. And they started playing direct long balls to bypass our press. And the turning point was when a failed Mexican attack happened, right? And our defensive shape completely collapsed. Like, we're going on an attack and our defense collapsed. Declan Rice carried the ball uncontested from his own box into our final third because no one committed a technical foul to stop the break. And then he fit the ball to Saka, and then Bellingham scored a golazo. And 2 minutes later, I think, Mora had the ball, and they took it away from him. He was trying to do like a turnover, if I'm correct, right? And they took the ball away from him. I think I forgot who it was, but they took away the ball from Mora. And Bellingham scored a tap-in for the second goal in 2 minutes. These two clinical transitions undid all of our hard work from that we have been doing in the entire World Cup, bro. Like, generally. Like, they deliberately slowed the pace and utilized a hydration break to disrupt our momentum. Since we were pressing a lot, we were attacking a lot, right? Our Mexican attack left our back line completely out of shape on transition. And that's the reason why England scored those 2 golazos. Well, not really. That's the reason why England made those goals, generally. Because we were attacking so much, man. We were pressing. And England, because they had high IQ, man, and freaking scored coldly, man, against us. And they make brilliant crosses, and Jude Bellingham just coldly just freaking scored a brace against us in like 2 minutes. And we were down by 2 goals in like, I guess, like 35 or 3, or like we're down by 2 goals in like 40 minutes in the first freaking half, man. Insane, man. That was, man. If oh my god, bro, I'm still sad. I don't think I can forget that. And when England got a red card, Tuchel, which by the way, it's 100% a red card for Gerald Kwanzaa, like 100%. But when England got a red card, Tuchel completely parked the bus, which I see why a lot of people hate parking the bus and everything. But if I was in a World Cup knockout match against a freaking high pressing team, I would do the same, man. I don't care if the football's not pretty or whatever. I'll do whatever it is to win the game. So I'm not mad that England did this. They subbed in Stones and Dan Burn to form a massive 5-man backline. And I gave it a try to adjust the formation, the team, by shifting 38% of our attack down the left wing to flank Quiñones. But when we became too predictable, like we were we made 15 crosses into the box, and we still couldn't do it, man. The defense was just too good, and they're like freaking giants. Like, if you see the picture in the that I'm showing right now, you see how freaking tall the British are, bro. Look at this. Look at our Mexicans. They're so freaking small. I don't know what they were thinking though. Like, I think it was freaking Gallardo, man. They kept doing. I thought I was watching a freaking like a replay. He was doing the same freaking crosses, man. Like, do something. You see, that's another reason we lost it, because we have no creativity. But like, we need like short combinations through the middle, or like low shots from distance to form, like, to make them force them out the freaking of the shell, bro. That's what we needed. But no, we kept doing the same freaking 15, bro. We did 15 crosses into their box. More than 15 plus crosses into the box, and we still couldn't score. But that was a good IQ. That was a good IQ from England, by the way. Just defending, cause bro, they defended the whole match. That's what they were doing. Since Kwanzaa got a freaking red card, I think we're like in a 58 or 60 minute, they just parked the bus for 40 minutes, and man, they were successful. So I'm not that mad about it. But the match ended in a heartbreaking 3-2 loss, breaking our dreams, and yeah, man. But I just want to say, man, this was not the old Mexican national team crashing out like we always do. We left a world-class England squad completely exhausted and begging for the final whistle. While the defeat still stings to this day, the future never looked any brighter, man. And now that we lost, Aguirre resigned, and Rafa Marquez is gonna be our new coach. With the new appointment of Rafa Marquez as new head coach, I think we are entering into a new definitive era. Marquez brings a world-class pedigree, tactical sophistication, and the absolute respect of an entire locker room. He inherits a young, hungry core of players like Mora, Obe Vargas, Chavez, which they already proved that they can compete with the world best in the biggest stage. And we're not just looking at a cycle that ended, man. We're looking at the foundation for a deep, successful run in the 2030 World Cup in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, and Uruguay, and Argentina. I forgot what other freaking nations, but I think I heard it was like 5 freaking nations. But yeah, man. Now we got Rafa Marquez as a new head coach, and hopefully the Federación, hopefully, which I don't think is gonna happen, they shift their focus to a long-term structural development. Hopefully, after they saw our good, even though we're like in a corrupted freaking era right now, like on some freaking Darth Vader stuff, right? On some Empire stuff. That's the Federación Mexicana right now. Hopefully, they open their eyes and they make a long-term structural development. And if I'm correct, I saw news that the Presidente Clara Sheinbaum, I don't know how to say her name. I think she said that she's gonna open over 2,000 academies for players to find the next Gilberto Mora. I said Moda. To find the next Gilberto Mora, and hopefully that works. But I did say young talents. I mean, they're 26. They're still young. You can't lie. They're gonna be like 29 when the next World Cup happens. So they are still young too. But you know what I mean, okay? Even though we have a corrupted system and everything, we're not like England. We're not world class. We showed that we're capable of competing at the highest level. 100% sure. And the strategic vision right here, moving from a tournament by tournament mentality to a sustained high level tactical identity under Rafa Marquez leadership is, I think, it's gonna be our way to getting deep in the World Cup. Anyways, that's like my presentation. Hopefully that made sense. I know I missed a lot of details and everything, and I probably got some things wrong. But that's my video on this historic run from Mexico, man. Just insane. I'm still sad that we lost. Like, it's been like 4 days or something since we lost against England, and hopefully Haaland gets her revenge, because he knows about us, man. He knows about us, but there's no freaking bad blood between us and England. They did the job. They did the job good. They defended against us. It wasn't pretty, but they did the job, bro. But anyways, that's it for the video, man. Yes, I'm still sad, but I'm happy. I'm really happy about this historic run, bro. We showed that we are capable of going against elite, world-class talent. But yeah, man, I'm ending it now. I'm gonna end it now. Hopefully it was informative, and hopefully it gave anyone who's watching this or hearing this a belief that Mexico can do stuff. And you saw that Mora is like 16 or 17 years old, competing the highest level. He played in the World Cup against top world-class talent and actually did pretty good. Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. Like, this really freaking made me believe again, man. I ain't gonna lie. And now that we got Rafa Marquez, hopefully we'll make it at least to the quarterfinals. I know we couldn't make it. I know we didn't make it as far as we wanted to, because the quarterfinals was like the thing I wanted to get to. I know we're not gonna win at all. Like freaking France and freaking like you see nations like France, bro. Like there's no way we're gonna beat. There's no way we're gonna beat France, bro. I'm sorry, because they just in their whole freaking planet. And I know we're not gonna make it far to the final, but at least to a quarterfinal. But so it's kind of stinks that we made it to a final 16. But you could still be happy. But I'm still happy that we at least showed that we're capable of. We freaking made the whole world like stop doubting us. We made the whole world stop doubting us. And yeah, although I'm not that happy with the results, I'm happy about our team. And now that Marcus is here, I'm I am looking forward to what he creates. Hopefully, we can make it to at least quarterfinals in the next World Cup. And Moro is an elite team, Real Madrid, Liverpool, whatever. And I'm gonna continue making videos about the Mexican team. I don't really watch Liga MX, so anyways, point is, thank you for watching. See ya to the next video.